With Super Bowl 53 in the books and the Patriots celebrating another championship, every team's attention is now on trying to win the offseason. The 2019 NFL Draft order is set for the first round and every organization has hired a head coach. That gives us a pretty good jump on how the top 32 picks will play out based on team needs and position values at the moment. The Senior Bowl was a key step in the prospect evaluation process, and in about a month, the NFL Scouting Combine will again influence the draft stock of the nation's best young football players. Plus, free agent decisions will cause teams to reshuffle their draft boards. Before the next stage of the pre-draft process, here's a look at how the picks may go down. NFL offseason 2019, best free agents by position, where will Antonio Brown play? NFL mock draft 2019 1. Arizona Cardinals Nick Bosa. Ohio State The Cardinals got a big year from Chandler Jones under Steve Wilkes and Al Holcomb, but Vance Joseph could use more pass rush pop as he takes over the defense. Bosa is a sleek edge force, 6'4", 262 pounds, with even more upside than brother Joey. To San Francisco 49ers Josh Allen. OLB, Kentucky Pro Bowl tackle DeForest Buckner had a breakout pass rush season, and fellow first-rounder Solomon Thomas found another gear after he slid inside. If Bosa is off the board, the 49ers would likely go for the best edge available over a tackle. Allen should continue his trajectory as dominant pro pass rusher at the NFL level. He is loaded with moves to get to the quarterback and has the athleticism to help in second-level coverage. 2. 3. New York Jets Quinnen Williams, DT, Alabama. The Jets need to consider the edge pass rush as well for the transition to Greg Williams. 4-3, but here's their clear shot at a massive, 6'4", 295 pounds, explosive inside disruptor. It's hard to ignore Williams' Aaron Donald-like upside after his meteoric rise through his final college season. 4. Oakland Raiders Rashawn Gary, DT, Michigan. The Raiders need a high upside player to bring some versatility and energy up front. Gary can produce better than he did for the Wolverines in Paul Gunther's scheme. Gary uses his hands, power and big frame, 6'5", 280 pounds, well to occupy run blockers. He also has some intriguing inside pass rush ability. 5. Tampa Bay Buccaneers Jawan Taylor, T. Florida starting left tackle Donovan Smith heads into free agency after a shaky season pass protecting for Jameis Winston. Bruce Arians' downfield passing offense makes this position the highest priority on offense. Taylor, 6'5", 334, offers great agility, smarts and technique to handle most athletic edge rushers well. He has been rising up boards as scouts have seen that he's not just relegated to right tackle. NFL Draft, all-time greatest draft steals 6. New York Giants Dwayne Haskins, QB, Ohio State. Haskins made a great decision to come out early, because he should be the first QB off the board and could be positioned to succeed Eli Manning in New York. Haskins cemented his stock late in the Buckeyes season, when he had some jaw-dropping games with his big arm and downfield accuracy. He has ideal size as a strong pocket passer, 6'3", 220 pounds, with the right dose of athleticism. That checks the right boxes for Dave Gettleman. 7. Jacksonville Jaguars Daniel Jones, QB. Duke Jones is pushing to be the number 2 QB with his all-around, pro-tailored skills to go with ideal size, 6'5", 220 pounds. He also has NFL-friendly tutelage from Peyton and Eli Manning mentor David Cutcliffe. Jones has the tough makeup Jacksonville has been missing at QB. Tom Coughlin once relied a lot on Eli, and that helps Jones' case to go here. 8. Detroit Lions Clelin Ferrell. Clemson Ferrell is the best of the Tigers' defensive line prospects because his size, 6'5", 260 pounds, gives him a high floor as an outside run stopper to add to his explosiveness getting to the quarterback. He's the kind of versatile player out of whom Matt Patricia can get the most, and he also fits the Lions' top need. 9. Buffalo Bills Jonah Williams, T. Alabama. If the Bills aren't addressing defensive line here, they should be thinking about helping second-year QB Josh Allen, either with another receiver or someone who can anchor their offensive line. Williams is smooth pass protector who also is big enough, 6'5", 301 pounds, to pave the way in the running game. 10. Denver Broncos Drew Lock, QB, Missouri. It's not a secret that John Elway really likes Lock's 4-year starting pedigree and complete skill set. Lock has the arm to go with ideal size, 6'4", 225 pounds, along with the fearlessness and elusiveness NFL teams like an aggressive passer. This pick would get the Broncos out of the vicious recycling of quarterbacks and make them feel good about having a franchise type. NFL Draft, best first-round pick since 2011. Cincinnati Bengals Devin White, ILB, LSU. The Bengals have been a mess against the run, mostly because of the injuries and ineffectiveness from their linebacker core. They need an athlete who can cover a ton of ground against the run and also help them with their weak intermediate coverage. White is easily the rangiest defender in the 2019 class and will be a solid pick for their yet-to-be-named defensive coordinator. 12. Green Bay Packers Montez Sweat, OLB, Mississippi State. The Packers desperately need to add a special edge pass rusher. Sweat's size, 6'6", 241 pounds, and relentless productivity in the Clay Matthews mold makes him a strong addition to Mike Pettini's 3-4 scheme. 13. Miami Dolphins Kyler Murray, QB, Oklahoma. As the Dolphins reboot their offense without Adam Gase and lean more toward moving on from Ryan Tannehill, they need more it factor and special leadership qualities at the position. Murray certainly has that with Heisman-winning passing and running. He lacks ideal size and isn't the pocket prototype, but his electric playmaking is attractive enough for him to be drafted earlier than some expect. 14. Atlanta Falcons Ed Oliver, DT. Houston. Oliver has started to slip on boards because there's a question of what position he fits best on the defensive line. He's become more of a end tackle tweener in many scouts' eyes versus a can't-miss inside pass rush presence. With Dan Quinn taking over the defense in Atlanta again, he'll know how to use Oliver's versatility more in the Michael Bennett vein. 15. Washington Redskins Greedy Williams, CB, LSU. Josh Norman is 31 and the Redskins were disappointed with the way Quinton Dunbar fell off last season, leading to some of the league's shakiest cornerback play. Williams is a long, lean corner, 6'3", 184 pounds, who has rare speed, quickness and agility for his size. He's not the most physical player, but he's fundamentally sound in coverage, and he uses his length well at the line to break up routes. NFL Draft, biggest busts in draft history. 16. Carolina Panthers Jachai Polite, Florida. The Panthers can also think about the defensive backfield here, but the consecutive retirements of Charles Johnson and Julius Peppers mean they have a pressing need for edge pass rush help opposite Mario Addison. Although a little undersized at 6'2", 242 pounds, Polite's speed and athleticism are off the charts as a sudden pass rushing freak who channels some of former Gator Javon Curse's best traits. 17. Cleveland Browns DK Metcalf, WR, Ole Miss. While his college teammate A.J. Brown is the shorter, scrappier playmaker, Metcalf is the classic size speed prospect, 6'4", 230 pounds. That's the kind of outside no. One the Browns offense needs to push the ball better both downfield and in the red zone with Baker Mayfield, especially now that we know their new head coach, Freddie Kitchens, won't be messing with the passing game. 18. Minnesota Vikings Cody Ford, T.G., Oklahoma. The Vikings have to rebuild their defensive line, but their offensive line takes precedence here as it contributed to major pass protecting and run blocking issues last year. Ford, 6'4", 330, can open lanes for Dalvin Cook from the right tackle or guard positions, and he is athletic enough to develop as a pass blocker too. 19. Tennessee Titans Marquise Brown, WR, Oklahoma. The Titans already have a huge target in Corey Davis, 6'3", 209, who's transforming into a no. but they need more complimentary big play juice for Marcus Mariota. Aptly nicknamed Hollywood, Antonio's cousin has plenty of flash as a field-stretching home run hitter. This Brown has elite vertical speed and great quickness coming in and out of routes. 20 Pittsburgh Steelers Trayvon Mullen, CB, Clemson. Mullen saw his stock go down in the middle of the Tigers season as he struggled at times as a number 1 corner. His size, 6'1", 194 pounds, speed, length and physicality is allowing him to test well and get more attention from scouts. The Steelers should see him a strong complement and soon replacement to Joe Hayden, who turns 30 in April and is a free agent in 2020. NFL Draft, each team's worst ever regret. 21. Seattle Seahawks Andre Dillard, T. Washington State. The Seahawks are still looking for stronger push and more athletic pull on their line, and they can find it from the Palouse in Pullman. Dillard is coming off a strong week at the Senior Bowl and his home state NFL team has taken particular notice. At 6'5", 306, he's the pure pass protector Seattle has been missing for Russell Wilson. 22. Baltimore Ravens Kelvin Harmon, WR&C. State. Harmon, 6'3", 214 pounds, can be the true young outside no. 1. Lamar Jackson needs and stands out as speedy deep threat. He also is a savvy route runner and blocker, bringing the kind of the tough makeup the Ravens have loved. 23. Houston Texans Deontay Thompson, S. Alabama. The Texans may need an immediate starter at strong safety to put next to second-year rising star Justin Reed, as both Tyrann Mathieu and Kareem Jackson are free agents. Thompson, 6'2", 196 pounds, is the rangy playmaker who can clean up against the pass, and he's solid in run support too. 24. Oakland Raiders, from Bears, Josh Jacobs, RB, Alabama teammate Damian Harris got the early first-round buzz, but now that's all on Jacobs as the best bet for any feature-type back to go early. There's a bit of Ezekiel Elliott about him. He's a smart, complete back who runs with both great vision and power and is equally elusive as an outside runner and receiver. 25. Philadelphia Eagles Dexter Lawrence, DT, Clemson. This pick is building plenty of steam because the team's need and the players' skill set have started to line up so well. The Eagles could use a space eater to flank Fletcher Cox, and Lawrence is a textbook inside run stuffer with ideal size, 6'4", 351 pounds. NFL Draft, ranking first-round QBs since 2026. Indianapolis Colts N'Keal Harry, WR. Arizona State Andrew Luck had a big season despite limited pop at receiver beyond T.Y. Hilton. Harry would complement Hilton as a big 6'4", 216 pounds, matchup nightmare through the red zone, who also can provide another strong intermediate to deep threat. Harry's stock has the potential to shoot up, a la Mike Evans, so Stanford's J.J. Arcega-Whiteside also must remain on the Colts' radar. 27. Oakland Raiders, from Cowboys, T.J. Hawkinson, Iowa. There's a chance that 2 Hawkeyes tight ends could go in the first round, with Noah Fant also coming out. Hawkinson is the one closer to 49ers stud George Kittle because there is little he can't do with the hands, physicality, smarts and agility to be the next great all-around player at the position. He's the kind of player John Gruden and Mike Mayock should love, as they should be a little envious of Kittle playing on the other side of the bay. 28. Los Angeles Chargers Draymond Jones, DT, Ohio State. Jones, 6'2", 295 pounds, would be the ideal inside pass rusher to complement what Joey Bosa and Melvin Ingram do on the edge. Jones needs some bulking up and coaching to be used on running downs, but he can develop well in that area, too. 29. Kansas City Chiefs DeAndre Baker, CB, Georgia. Baker, who plays bigger than his size, 5'11", 185 pounds, can give them the smart, physical coverage presence they need in the transition to new defensive coordinator Steve Spagnuolo. 30. Green Bay Packers. From Saints, Dalton Risner. Kansas State offensive line is a need for the Packers with right tackle Brian Bulaga turning 30 this year before becoming a free agent next year. Risner is a technically sound lineman with a mean streak to go with his physicality. Matt LaFleur will welcome that kind of toughness, especially in the running game. 31. Los Angeles Rams. Devin Bush, ILB, Michigan. The Rams have a little more hope with edge pass rushing at the second level with Dante Fowler Jr., but they could use someone who can clean up well against the run behind Aaron Donald and Ndamukong Suh and cover better ground against the pass with Corey Littleton going into restricted free agency and Mark Barron hitting his age 30 season. 32. New England Patriots. Christian Wilkins, DT, Clemson make the three members of the Tigers national championship-winning defensive line going in the first round. While Farrell is the explosive edge player and Lawrence the run stuffer, Wilkins, 6'4", 315 pounds, is the most versatile, a trait the Patriots will like at a position of need.